Hallo und willkommen zurück zu Folge 9 von If My Heart Had Wings. In der letzten Folge sind Aoi, AGH und Kotori vom Einkaufen zurückgekommen und haben gemeinsam für die Boarder im Dormitory gekocht. Dann haben sie ein ernsthaftes Gespräch darüber geführt, was die Boarder denn eigentlich für ein Problem haben mit Aois Cooking. Dadurch haben sie endlich alle Missverständnisse ausräumen können. Aoi muss jetzt einfach bunteres Essen kochen. Ebenfalls haben sie abgemacht, dass Kotori jetzt auch bei den Chores im Dorm mithilft, indem sie Aoi beim Kochen unterstützen wird. Am nächsten Morgen wird Aoi von Sana geweckt, weil Anchan vor der Tür steht und ihn zum Essen einladen möchte. Und dort setzen wir jetzt wieder ein. How are you finding it here? Yeah, it's nice. It feels relaxing. Haha, come on. I know you don't mean that. Looking at this view, you don't feel like you're back in your hometown, do you? Yeah, I guess not. The reconstruction work has been completed in this area, and it feels like a new town. There are many brand new buildings, the roads are neatly paved, and there's not a trace of the Kazegauda that I once knew. But I remember this street. I mean, I used to come down here almost every day. If you go this way, it leads to Kazami Shopping Street. It's the place where me, Ageha and the others were born and raised and had a small shopping street. My family had a small real estate agency set up on one side of the street. Ageha's family had a sporting goods store, and Masatsugu's had a ramen restaurant. Then there's Anchan's place, which is a town factory near the shopping street. My childhood friends and I were all kids of the Kazami Shopping Street, so we all played together. However, the shopping street disappeared due to reconstruction. Have you been to Windy yet? I've been to the underground shopping arcade a few times. I went to buy groceries. That was where I went yesterday with Ageha and Kotori. So you haven't seen the above ground part yet? That's right. I was busy, so I hadn't been there. Since we're here, we should take a look though. We should take a look on the way to getting some food. Whoa. It's pretty amazing, huh? Ein Schluck Wasser. Okay, 2. Yeah. Windy Kazegauda. It's a large shopping mall built on the side of the small Kazami shopping street where we grew up. I've been to the underground level before, but I always enter using the entrance at the back, which is near the dormitory, so I didn't know what it was like above. I thought it would be a big building, but I can't believe that the Kazami shopping street used to be here. It's one of the biggest retail facilities in the country. Along with Windmill Hill, it's one of the new famous spots in Kazegauda. I didn't feel at all like I had come back to my hometown. On the contrary, I felt like I was lost in some unknown country. What happened to everyone from the shopping street? The ones who wanted to set up their shops in here. Some went to other places, but everyone's doing okay. Ageha said that she had moved. If you want to know about Ageha's house. Oh, Anchan! Ah, there you are. Ageha appeared with uncanny timing. Hey, what are you two doing? Having all the fun to yourselves. You should have called me. But you were helping out at your family shop, weren't you? I just finished, replied Ageha, who was standing in front of Himeki Sports. That's what it said on the sign. Oh yeah, you said you'd moved house, but you also said that the shop was now in Windy, didn't you? Himeki Sports. This is the sporting goods store managed by Ageha's father. As far as I remember, it was a small town sporting goods store, but now it was a kind of trendy sports store aimed at young people. They must be thinking of the kind of clientele they get in the shopping mall, but because it's so different to how it was when I was a kid, I'm slightly confused now. Hey, it's really great now, huh? I didn't know that your dad had an eye for what young people like. I answered while slightly dazed. Oh, that's right. Hey, Hotaru! As Ageha called from inside the store, a pea-eyed girl smaller than Ageha came outside. What is it, Ageha? Anchan and Aoi are here. Huh? Hotaru opened her eyes wide for a moment and then looked up at me. Her face seemed to say, "Is this big guy standing here really Aoi? In that case, I should prove it myself." "Long time no see, Hotaru." I rubbed Hotaru's head in the same way that Anchan did to me. That's kind of weird. "Ah, stop it, Aoi." Hotaru wriggles her head around at her wit's end as I rub it. She is Ageha's younger sister. She's only 1 year younger, so we used to play together a lot as kids. Her personality is the complete opposite of her sister. Shy and quiet. Haha, you've gotten bigger too. Rub, rub. Well, Aoi, my eyes are going round and round. Hey, don't be mean to my sister. I'm not being mean. Am I, Hotaru? Oh, don't pinch my cheeks. I let go and for a little while Hotaru continued moving her head round and round, even though I wasn't doing anything. Whoa. Geez, that's the first time you've seen her in 5 years. It's all a bit too sudden. Hotaru, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. My eyes were going round a little, that's all. It's really you, Aoi. I'm back, Hotaru. Do you want me to rub your head again? I start to move my hands towards her like I'm going to do it again. Eek! Hotaru jumped back and hid behind Ageha. Don't be mean. Oof. I've been punched in the ribs. I just wanted to play with Hotaru a little, that's all. For some reason Ageha is very protective of Hotaru. I thought I'd come and see you sometime, Hotaru. Oh yeah, we go to the same school, so I should have brought her to see you. Hotaru goes there too? Yeah, that's a surprise. I had the idea in my head that Hotaru would definitely go to a regular school. Everyone was really influenced by Anchan. I told you to give it up though. Anchan graduated from Keifu Academy. Because it was the school that Anchan went to, Ageha and the others all took the entrance exams like it was a matter of course. I was the same when I came back here, because I knew it was a special school when I was choosing which school to transfer to, so I guess that was because of Anchan too. Anyway, what are you two doing? Could it be that you're on a date? Bingo. Huh? I knew it! Hey, Anchan. Haha, I guess it's kind of true, isn't it? I thought I'd buy our lunch. Do you two want to come with us? Yes! Okay. In that case, we have to invite him too, otherwise he'll be sulking about it. There, Masatsugu? Mabo? No, it's no good. If you mean Mabo, he's busy today. What, he's got plans, has he? He's going on a proper date. Yesterday he was boasting about it. But she's cute, isn't she? Mark-kun's girlfriend. That's how it is, we can't get in his way. We'll go without him. Hey, eating with Anchan. Hey, we haven't had a meal together in a long time. Where shall we go? Anywhere's okay with me. Anchan asked me. You're asking me where we should go, but I still don't really know this place. There are many shops, but everywhere sounds familiar to me. It's already decided, isn't it? When we get together, there's only one place for us to go, said Ageha as Hotaru nodded. Also remember, a little slower than the others. Taiyoken! So, Mina, hier setze ich wieder ein. Ich habe mich gemerkt, ich habe vergessen, das aufzunehmen, diesen Teil. Also eigentlich habe ich nur eine Aufnahmepause gemacht. Danach habe ich die Aufnahme wieder gestartet. Dachte ich, dann festgestellt, irgendwann die Aufnahme läuft gar nicht. Upsi. Dann übrigens nochmal eben festgestellt, ich habe die Aufnahme so gestartet, sie hat nur innerhalb von 5 Sekunden wieder abgebrochen von alleine. In der Zwischenzeit habe ich den Retranslation Patch nochmal reinstalled und diesmal funktioniert er. Deshalb bin ich jetzt auch wieder hier, weil ich noch die ganze Story nochmal mich durchklicken musste. Das heißt, ich bin durch eine Menge Button-Mashing über die letzte halbe Stunde gerade hier angekommen. Yeah. This is some quality ASMR, me button mashing for probably 1 hour straight. Oder 3/4 Stunde, ja. Und es kann sein, dass manche Wörter und so sich geändert haben. Ja. Anyway, don't be surprised. Ich versuche es out zu pointen. Oh, Marbo's dad doesn't hold back, does he? I felt like my ramen was going to come back up, but I somehow kept it down by holding my belly with my hand. That's because you got carried away and asked for extra large serving. I was right choosing just a large portion. That's still quite a lot, Archan. It was more than usual. That's probably a special service for Aoi. Archan, who ate a similar extra large serving, was completely unfazed. Marbos Dad was pleased to see you again, Aoni. Ja, sie sagt jetzt, also, wie sie, also das sagt sie tatsächlich, ich habe sie immer im Voice Acting gehört, weil ich das einmal anhatte. Sie sagt jetzt Aoni statt. Keine Ahnung, was sie vorher gesagt hat. Aoi. Sie sind einfach ein Jahr jünger als AGH, wie ihre Stimme ist auch so wie ein kleines Kind. He gave us a discount too. But to think that Taioken would still be around. Taioken was a Chinese restaurant at the former Kazami shopping street. It was also Masatsugu's house. They used to serve regular set menus too, but after moving here they've changed direction. It became like one of the new wave ramen restaurants that are so popular in the city. Business is booming. Recently it was featured in a magazine and the number of young customers was increasing, so Marbo's dad is very happy. His photo was in there too. It was really cool. He had a towel wrapped around his head, his arms crossed, and a confident look on his face. Masatsugu was like his father. In other words, he gets carried away easily and tends to show off just like him. During town sports events, karaoke competitions and such, he was always the center of attention, regardless of the results. There wasn't anything nostalgic there though, apart from Marbo's dad. The taste was completely different. Before it was plain soy sauce and ramen, but now it had become pork belly and seafood double soup. Just like this place, everybody changes. That's right, 5 years have passed after all. Yeah, I guess. 5 years was a lot of time, but some things haven't changed. Masatsugu's dad was the same as always. The same goes for Ageha, Hotaru and Anchan. The things that I wanted to stay the same the most were all still here. Hold on, I'll go get something to drink. Anchan made us wait at a bench by the side of the passage and went to buy some juice. Hotaru accompanied him. Ageha and I sat down on the bench. Hey Aoi. What is it? Have you decided which club you want to join? I replied vaguely. There's one thing that I thought would be fine. Which one? It's still just a candidate. Come on, just tell me already. I don't even know if it's a proper club or not. What is it? You're in the robotics club, right? Yes, it's the most popular in our school. If I remember right, you are entering contests. Do they fight? When I thought of robots, I imagined them firing missiles and flying through the air. Yeah. Bestimmt. Well, yeah, something like that. It's probably different from what you're thinking about. They do obstacle courses, carry and stack things, and so on. What kind of fighting is that? We battle in terms of robot technology. Every year a theme is chosen and we make ones that would fit with it. Are you interested? I don't know. Even if you say you're building robots, I don't really get it. Well, I guess you wouldn't. Lately, we're always getting eliminated in the first round, and nobody even finds that surprising. If you joined and straightened everyone out, I'd be really grateful. Why don't you do it yourself? No, it's not really in my nature. If I had to say, Ageha liked to do things at her own pace. They were more enthusiastic in the past, though. Once, they were even the runner-up in the Nationals. Whoa, that's amazing. That time, the one who made the robot was... Say, you remember that girl we saw the other day? The super repeat student, Mochizuki Amane-san? Yeah, I remember her. That's because she's pretty, isn't it? Nah, that's not it. Well, it could be one of the reasons. Unconvinced, Ageha continued her story. When Amane-senpai was a first year, she managed to become a runner-up in a competition using a robot that she'd made almost entirely by herself. She lost during the final round, but apparently it was only due to a trivial mistake. She pushed the wrong button on the controller. There are no what-ifs in a match, but the national championship slipped through her fingers. She was in her first year? Yeah, she's kinda special. What's the matter, Anchan? Before we knew it, Anchan and Hotaru were back and watching us from a distance. Which will it be? Lemonade or orange juice? Lemonade! I'll have the orange juice then. I took the can of juice and pulled the tap open. Thanks. Anchan was quietly watching us enjoy drinking our juice. What's the matter? Nothing, it just looks like we've gone back to the past. The two of you are together again. Age and I exchanged glances as we swallowed our juice. We both realized we were embarrassed, then laughed. There's one person missing though. It's typical of Mabo to not be here at a time like this. He's always been like that. Even when we all got caught playing tricks, he'd always run away by himself. But later on, he would always apologize while crying. That guy really is a handful, isn't he? Ageha sighed as she said that, and Hotaru and I laughed. And that Mabo has a girlfriend now. You guys should do your best too. Anchan's tease made the rest of us blush. I'm fine as is. I don't know about Aoi though. Really? I've just come back here, haven't I? And yet you're the dorm mother of a girls' dormitory filled with real cuties, and you're getting along with them already. Huh? Hey, don't say weird stuff. Ah, that girl, huh? She sure was cute. Even you, Anchan? Hotaru gave me a rather scary look. Oof. Hotaru, it's not like that. I'm just working as a dorm mother. Since you're handsome, Aoni, you get a girlfriend in no time. I said it's not like that. Oh jeez, my throat got dry. I drank down the rest of the juice in one gulp. Ageha grinned as she looked at me while Hotaru seemed worried. Well then, I'm gonna get going. Oh, you're going back already? Sorry, but I have an urgent job to do this evening. Thanks for inviting me out today, Anchan. Don't mention it. I had fun too. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Anchan came back and took some small parts from his pocket. Here, this is what you asked for. Those were the parts that Amane-senpai had requested. What will you do with those? They're parts for a glider. A glider? I was told it's a meter of sorts. A senpai at school asked me for them. Ah! Suddenly Ageha spoke in a loud voice. You mean Amane-senpai, don't you? If you're talking about gliders, it can't be anyone but her. Yeah, that's right. What's the meaning of this? When did you get to know her? Just recently. Would be a long story, so I tried to dodge the question. It would also contain some things I'd rather not talk about. Hey, Archan, is she that... Yes, it's that beautiful girl. Ugh. The Himeki sisters gave me suspicious glares once again. Listen, Hotaru, you know while Aoi has been away from this town, he's become a bit of a pervert. Is that so? I'm afraid it is. Hey, don't fill her head with such nonsense. Haha, watching you guys really puts my mind at ease. Don't just stand there laughing. Back me up, Anchan. What? It's not a bad thing. Devoting yourself to something. Falling in love with someone. Anchan put his arm around my shoulder. You should find something new soon, Aoi. He said into my ear so that only I could hear that. Then he let go of me. Warum war das jetzt so special, dass man leise sein musste? See ya! Don't make too much noise in a public place. Anchan waved his hand and went home. Das ist irgendwie ein bisschen weird, weil ich das Ganze halt schon mal gesprochen habe und ich frage mich, wie sich meine Reaktionen unterscheiden. So. Vielleicht zu einer anderen Aufnahme. Wait, es gibt ja keine andere Aufnahme, genau, das war das Problem. After we parted from Anchan, we dropped by Himegi's Sports to say hello to Ageha's father. And I got kept up there. They treated me with tea and cake until it was evening. When I was walking along the way leading to the dormitory, somehow I didn't feel like coming back just yet. I guess I'll go for a little stroll. It's changed a lot around here too. Before, there was only an embankment here. We used to fish for crucian or koi carps here. But now they built a promenade here and it became quite the walking course. Well, this was just right for taking a stroll. While I was walking slowly, I absent-mindedly gazed at the lake dyed indigo orange by the setting sun. While my hometown had changed a lot in 5 years, the most important things had not. You should find something new soon, Aoi. Find something, huh? As I muttered to myself, I looked at the scenery on the opposite bank. The windmills lined up on the gentle slope were slowly turning in the wind. Even so, Chef's ramen was really tasty. Next time I'll try to skim in. Was ist skimmen? Ah, waren das die Dipping Noodles?
Skimmen.
Right. There was someone a little further away. It was a pea-eyed girl. She was holding her hand on the fence and, just like me, was gazing at the windmill hill on the opposite bank. Someone is here? I thought there was nobody here and I was talking to myself, but it seems that she heard me. Huh? You're that... Oh, ich habe Voice Acting noch aktiviert. She had a different air about her, so I didn't realize straight away, but she was without a doubt that girl I met at the supermarket yesterday. The girl who bought a lot of 2,980 yen per 100 grams meat to make curry. Was the curry good?
どうして知ってるの?
How do you know about that? Don't you remember? Yesterday in the supermarket.
ああ、それは多分私じゃないわね。
Oh, that probably wasn't me.
クイックセーブできたわよ。
Quick save. Assa und Yoru kann ich doch mal ausschalten. Huh? What on earth was she talking about? Oh, that Ne-san. Was she walking around cluelessly and someone tried to pick her up again, I wonder? Ne-san? It was sukiyaki and sashimi. Huh? Yesterday's dinner. Oh, I thought so. She was talking about she was talking about that shopping at the supermarket. Well, that was to be expected. There's no way you would use something like that to make a curry. Apparently, she has some common sense in the end. Well, then I'll be going. Oh, yeah. She left, giving off a cold impression as if talking with me was a bother. It felt completely different when I met her in the supermarket. I also got on my way back while wondering about the complete change of the girl whose name I didn't even know. That's doch gerade selbst gesagt. Anyway, it wasn't far from the lake to the dormitory. I didn't have much time to think before I arrived. Something new. The parts I received from Anchan were in my pocket. As I touched them with my hand, I looked up at the clouds floating slowly across the evening sky. These things are going to fly there, Those were parts of the glider. That means they will become a part of that wide aircraft and soar with it as it catches the wind with those big wings. Beyond those clouds. The reason why I impulsively gazed at the sky might be the influence of that girl I met some time ago. Driving away my silly fantasy, I went through the dormitory's gate and... Hat, not yet! Don't move yet! Oh. Habane's-san, sitting in her wheelchair with her back bent over, was slowly and steadily pushing the wheels. Ja, hier sieht man wieder, Übersetzung hat sich geändert und jetzt heißt sie auch, wird sie auch Habane-san genannt und nicht ganz unhöflich Kotori. Ich habe mich die ganze Zeit gefragt in der ursprünglichen Übersetzung, ist jetzt Kotori oder Habane hier vorne? Wobei ich Habane passender finde als Vorname für ein Mädchen. Anyway. Habane-san, sitting in her wheelchair with her back bent over, was slowly and steadily pushing the wheels. It was almost as though she was walking on tiptoes. What is she up to this time? I got quite used to her strange behavior, but I still couldn't tell what she was doing right away. What she was glaring at was... a cat? There it was, laying rolled up on the stone steps, licking and grooming itself. And on the opposite side, Hat was waiting for orders. Is she trying an attack from both sides? This is what it looked like. But what were they trying to... Now, Hat! Interrupting my thoughts, Habane-san gave the signal. Quack, quack, quack! Hat then immediately approached the cat from behind while flapping his wings. The cat jumped up in surprise and escaped in the opposite direction, where Habane-san was waiting to catch it. Yeah! There's no way this would work. The cat with brilliant footwork like that of a pro football player evaded Habane-san and escaped. Oh, it ran away. Quack, quack. You really were trying an attack from both sides. Huh? What, you got a problem? Habane-san frowned when she realized I was watching. Why were you trying to catch the cat? Isn't it obvious? I was going to stroke it. She said that like it was a natural thing to do. If she caught a scared cat that was running away, it would only struggle and at worst scratch and hurt her. Next time, make a better strategy. You know, like luring it with a piece of fountain grass, for example. I'll think about it, she said as she earnestly wrote a memo. It looks like she always has a notebook tucked away in her wheelchair. Sorry. More importantly, she pointed at me. This was a sign that she had a bone to pick with me. You're late. Where have you been loitering around? I went for a walk, that's why I'm late. Her tone was like that of a mother scolding her child. Did she want something from me? The preparation for dinner. You're the one who asked me to help. It's still only 5 o'clock though. I don't care. You haven't told me when we would start. Sorry. If we start at about 6, we should finish on time. I see. Well then, I'll do that from tomorrow on, she said as she wrote another note. Could it be that you were waiting for me? She must have gotten bored which is why she decided to catch the cat. Yes, I was. However, I was waiting to fulfill my duties. Don't get any funny ideas. I don't know what sort of funny ideas you mean. Could you give me a few examples? I tried teasing her a little. Figure that out for yourself. Anyway, let's go. I'm already starving, you know? Right, Hat? Cool. See, Hat says he's hungry too. Yes, well, then it's still a little early, but let's get started. Say, what are we having today? Mapo eggplants and egg soup. Is that tasty? Yeah, it's great. It's my specialty. So it's tasty. Quack. When I passed through the dormitory door, I noticed that my uneasiness had vanished. She teamed up with a duck to catch a cat by attacking it from both sides. Warum Form? Schon das, keine Ahnung, wievielte Mal. From. I chuckled when I remembered this, but then I realized I felt strangely comfortable by her side, and I started feeling weird again.